What's up, YouTube? WK Team DKF. After the video, be sure to head over to my blog. Right now featured on my blog, we got some guest writers, and if you go there immediately, you'll see the introduction of a new segment from our blog, Deck Doctor. Got a really interesting segment posted there now. You also notice that starting this weekend, we'll be doing Chilling with DKF live on BlogTV. So you guys might want to tune in for that. The time and location, or the time and address, to be located on my blog, and then be sure to download my toolbar. Now, for the video you guys saw this week on the Asian Persuasion 2008's channel, Aliens versus Koa'ki Meiru, and I'll just go over the deck list real quick for you. 3 Overlords, 2 Mothers, 3 Warriors, Ultimate First Aid, by the way. 3 M Knight, 3 Alien Dog, 2 Alien Kid, 2 Telepath, 3 Ancient Ruins, 3 Triangle, Scatterburst, Incubator, 2 Viper's Rebirth, 2 Snake Rain, 2 Planet Pollutant Virus, 3 Deity, Offerings to Deity, 2 Cell Explosions, 1 Detonator Circle, 2 Brainwashing Beams, 1 Alien Brain, of course, Synchros. Now for the Koa'ki Meirus, sorry about the light, 1 Maximus, 2 Drago, 1 Rook Lord. We got Hydro Barrier, 3 Guardian, 3 Boulder, 3 Ur Knight, 3 Crusader, 1 Tornado, and 1 Power Hand. Spells, 2 Transport Unit, 2 Specimen Lab, Core Blaster, Iron Core Armor, 3 Iron Core of Koa'ki Meiru, 2 Automatic Laser, 2 Wrecking Power, 2 Core Reinforcements, 3 Megaton Core Panel, and 3 Iron Core Luster. Now, of course, these decks can be built differently. You may want to run 3 of the Maximus, which is fine, but this is just initial build, and as these videos go on, we'll be tweaking the builds. Like with anything, this is just a first rundown. So, might expect to see 3 Dragos and 2 Maximus. May not see that guy. May not see the Hydro Barrier. Koa'ki Meiru Burjak, or however you say it, is coming out in the Shining Darkness, so that'll be an interesting addition to this deck, as well as a standard Koa'ki Meiru deck that should see competitive play. So we're looking for an update for that. And likewise here, you could easily, instead of the Mothers, you could have easily ran the Cosmic Gal guy, or whatever the big level 7 dude is that works with aliens. You could have ran the Gemini alien with this, or any other combinations. You don't have to run necessarily these spells or these traps, but just remember, with the deck construction rules, the deck has to be themed. I'm currently working on dragons, psychics, cloudians, and sea serpents, and the problems I'm having are finding cards that fit within the guidelines that we've set forth. And when you're building your decks and you want to ask, well, can this deck be acceptable, remember that if you can't build the deck for 40 cards all theme specific, then you probably can't build the deck. Because I tried to build Amazonis deck, and they don't have 40 cards worth of support to build a deck. And that's really too bad. Elemental Heroes could almost get there, but then you're forced to run really bad cards. And it's important that you stick to the guidelines, because once you start allowing a certain card here and a certain card there, then it just becomes harder and harder to justify what you can and cannot run, and you kind of blur the lines, and this Yusei format kind of becomes meaningless. And the whole point of the Yusei format is to build decks based on the theme or the archetype. And as you can see in both decks, every card is related. Even as Offering to the Deity, I mean, it's specifically related to the deck because all the monsters are aliens and they're reptile type. Then in addition to that, its effect destroys the alien, and the destruction of aliens, the destruction of aliens is important because it coincides to the effect of Code Ancient Ruins, which requires aliens to be destroyed to get a counter. And so that's another thing to remember when you're constructing your decks, that all the cards have those specific interactions. And it's kind of hard to quantify these when writing them down. And that's why the rules and constructions and restrictions and guidelines are still in a work of progress. And if you guys have any additional suggestions, I appreciate if you leave a comment down below. Just remember to keep in mind that if you want to know if can you build such and such deck, for instance, if you want to build Cyber Darks, if you can find a way to build Cyber Darks, that'd be really cool. Just remember the guidelines. That deck shouldn't be that hard because Cyber Darks naturally have to run dragons, so you could build it supporting the cyber. You can build the Cyber Dark, run the regular Cyber Darks, and then with the dragon support, and that's perfectly acceptable because the Cyber Darks depend on dragons. But then if you go to a case like the Amazonas, if you're going to build a deck on Amazonas, you're forced to use generic warrior themed cards, which may not be too bad, but then you run across the problem, well, are there, enough cards to fill out a deck? And for what I found, there's not, unless you just want to run 3 copies of A-Forces and Sojin, the field spell card for warriors, and then warrior equip cards and that kind of thing. So like I say, it can be done, but you're running really bad cards and you're running the risk of running generic cards, and you kind of want to avoid that. All right, hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, working on some new decks. Hope to get those posted soon. This is Dub K Dad, Team DKF, and I'm out.